stuff. We got the NCAA tournament coming up. I got Richmond Spiders won for me last night on the money line and plus 3.5. God, I love the Richmond Spiders. Oh, speaking of gambling, I want to sort of establish the lane that I'm in, because there are people who wake up in the morning and eat numbers and bring you stats and trends and honestly good gambling advice. I am a guy who works a 9 to 5 and watches sports all the time. So I'm not the kind of person you're going to want to follow 100%. But I do get hot sometimes, as I was a couple of weeks ago. And then I went like 10-19 down the stretch towards the end of the season. I couldn't figure out which teams cared, which teams didn't. And had to wait. Ran the account down to 0. # know your limits. Had to wait till payday. I worked Saturday last week, so I got a nice little bonus overtime in the check. Threw that in there. But it's important as gambling becomes legal. I think I'll be somebody these people can relate to who are just getting into it and need to understand things like unit management, bankroll management. Parlays are fun, but they're pretty stupid. I'm managing my unit on a regular basis, fiscally and physically. So Don't take anything I'm saying as law, but I do okay. I do well enough. I do enough to do it all the time. Now, that being said, I'm about to share with you an unbelievable trend, an absolute lock of the century. Disregard everything I just said. Yes.
I got this lock from of the week.
The guys over at Sports Gambling Podcast, and a huge thanks to those guys, Sean and Ryan and Colby and everybody over there, not just for the trend I'm about to share with you, but every question we've had about cameras, microphones, lighting, setups, where should we put foam, etc. They've been right there for us. And these guys are pretty big time. Like, they don't have to give us the time of day, and they've been great. So they have been talking about these first half unders in the first round of the tournament. These kids are in new arenas they haven't really played in sometimes. The sight lines are different. They're nervous. The first half tends to be a real feeling out period, and the games tend to go under. It's been over 50% pretty regularly year after year, but last year, the COVID season, it was all messed up. Everything was weird, and they came home 23-7-2. It went. I mean, it was crazy. It felt like cheating. I don't think that's going to happen this year, but I'm gonna try it. I mean, the thing is, you have to bet them all, and there's over 30. So being a responsible 9 to 5 guy, I just did the first 10, and the first 10 propelled me to be able to bet the rest. So I think that's what I'm going to do this year.